Strauss Media. Strauss, the far left Jew money behind Freemason Franklin Roosevelt, still in journalism in 2015. Strauss Media. Santa Anna did more than kill Davy Crockett. So right before you even get started, here's what we know. Remember the Alamo, remember the Alamo, remember the Alamo. There's nothing else you need to remember except the 5th of November. Except a village called Goliad. Goliad. Where this lowercase j Jesuit, Santa Anna, mass murdered in cold blood almost 500 Texans. Mass murdered. He decided that Texas trying to break away from Mexico was a rebellion where anyone involved in the Texas Rebellion was going to be murdered by this Catholic Freemason. Oh my goodness. I have a bunch more Catholic Freemasons to add. For real with all this? Antonio Lopez and Santa Anna de Leblon, His Serene Highness, General-in-Chief, Liberating Army of the Mexican Republic. For fucking real with all this? Santa Anna should be known for more than just massacring Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett. Okay, I say. Alamo, and the spin. Well, it was okay. I mean, look, he told them it was a fight. They fought to the death. No. Prisoners of war. Mass murdered. Almost 500 at Goliad. Mass murdered prisoners of war. That's erased. Oh, it's so much different. So much better be fight to the death. It used to be, remember Goliad, remember the Alamo. It used to be, but Goliad, we dropped that off. Taking power in the 1830s, largest country in the world at that time. He was in and out. It was like 20 fucking times. Mexico's a fucking joke. Was a joke then, is a joke today. They had a bloodless coup every year where the fucking armies would at least, honestly, I think that's intelligent, where they'd all get say, and nothing would happen. They just, are you in charge? Say, order, say, are you in charge? Yeah, I'm in charge. Okay, you could have it this year. Yeah, this I found particularly ironic. Sensual Lips. Who the fuck wrote this? Who the fuck? Ramon Alcaraz. For fucking real, the other side. The other side of what? Of the Jesuit far left? Another example, okay? Clearly a hard left spin, and yet, okay, happy to have it for what I can take out of it, glean out of it. His strength came from the Mexican street, where paradoxically, his he wasn't a real aristocrat. His blood wasn't truly blue, but he fooled enough people. Had an appeal to the illiterate masses. All right, first of all, you're a cunt for writing it this way, but second of all, he was a Spanish colonial cadet where he barely escaped court-martial for embezzling regimental funds. This is a theme for this Catholic Freemason throughout his life. Vicious, cutthroat. His number one priority was his own aggrandizement. And his word was shit. And now pause, that's important, because any American piece of shit who took him at his word and then was immediately bilked after that is either a fucktard or a Freemason. A fucktard or a Freemason or a Jesuit. Oh, the liberals. So eventually he actually does the same thing. He calls conservatard also right. And it is not. Tyranny is not a right-wing value. Christian man of integrity. Paul Brickell, get back to me. He wants to do a whole show on the Nazis. The National, what? Socialist Party? The National Socialist Party. The information I've got on that. Autocracy is not a right-wing value. Tyranny is not a right-wing value, you Jesuit, fork-tongue, spinning, gaslighting fucks. Can you make a case that conservative,
quotes, unquotes, and quotes,
is for status quo? Sure. Can you then follow up? You have to build on that. Can you now follow up and say status quo is for feudalism and inbred elite hegemony? Yes, you can. Because that's what the fucking status quo is. Because that's the... My beloved never ran out. Look at this. Look at how worn it is. Still works. I'm not even going to dare. Still works. The green highlighter that I had when I became born again almost 30 years ago. Whatever, 1994, whatever that is. 30 years ago, right? Never ran out. Fat homo, Rush Limbaugh. Oh, that's just the market. That's just the market. The free market at work. Yeah, you can make that case. You can make that case. That's why we don't fall into categories. We, me and the frog in my pocket. And anybody that loves me and follows me and says, we're with you. Reset. Long overdue. Liberals are freedom fighters. Fuck you. Fuck you. Liberals as spun as progressive, liberal, forward-leaning, open-minded. No, they aren't. As you are leftists, this is Jesuits, gaslighting spin. As you are leftists, what is it that you want to do? You are for, if it feels good, do it. And if it's responsibility, punt it. That's the left. That's the left. And as much as when you spin and say liberal is left and left is liberal, that's what you stand for. The right, here we go. As long as the right held sway in Madrid, Mexico was not going to have its independence from Spain. Oh, is it right wing? Is it right wing to support a bunch of Roman Catholic fucking inbreds controlling Mexico from Spain? That's right wing? You fucking commie-tard piece of shit. Ramon, you piece of shit. You left us. Of course, he's a published journalist. Of course, that's his fucking spin. Spanish liberals. Oh, came to power and abolished the social privileges of the Roman Catholic Church and the army. Is that left wing? It's intelligent right wing. You can make a case. But then what do? You replace it with autocratic tyranny so that you can have whatever feels good, do it. That's why they're all socialist. I don't need to be responsible. I don't need to, by the sweat of my brow shall I eat bread. I don't need that. Let's empower the government to redistribute the wealth.